we'll concentrate on biography writing. We all know what a biography is and what an autobiography is. We have done autobiography in class 8, autobiography of a pencil, autobiography of a bicycle or a horse, where you consider yourself to be the horse or the coin or the bicycle and you write about your life. Biography, usually we trace the lives of famous people who have done many important work in their field and have become immortal. So these people, we trace their lives in the biographies. Biography means when you write, suppose you're writing a biography about Rabindranath Tagore. You are writing about his life. So you are writing a biography. If Rabindranath Tagore wrote it himself, that would become autobiography. Since you are writing about his life, that becomes biography. So a biography writing, what is a biography writing? A bio sketch or biographical sketch of a person contains a detailed account of his physical outlook, his characteristics, nature, job profile, and other relevant personal information as required. The data is naturally provided to you in the question where hints are supplied. The data provided in the question is used to write a bio sketch or personally compiled by the writer. What is a biographical sketch? A bio sketch or biographical sketch is a brief. You write in short, you don't write page after page. So it's a brief write-up that summarizes a person's life, achievements, character, experiences, etc. It is a short description highlighting the main traits of the personality of the chosen subject. Suppose Rabindranath Tagore. Here, what will be the main area of our concentration? It will be his literary output. That he was a great writer, he was a lyricist, he was a playwright. So his literary output will be the main highlighted area. So within that short description that you're going to write about him, his literary output will play a major role. So you have to highlight the main traits of the personality, whoever you may choose. I am just talking about Rabindranath Tagore as a subject, as the chosen subject. Now, how to go about writing a biographical sketch? It is always written by a person other than the one who is being described, as I told you. Suppose you are writing about Rabindranath Tagore, so you are the person, therefore that becomes a biography. So it is always written by a person other than the one who is being described. The aim of a bio sketch in large is to present a positive picture of the person concerned. It is advisable to present all the information in chronological order. What is chronological order? According to the period of occurrence. You can't talk about his childhood, then you can't jump to his old age. It has to be in order from his childhood days to his youth. It has to be in a chronological pattern. The happenings of his life, it should come according to the way it had occurred in reality. So the chronological order, the dates should be in sequence. While writing a bio sketch, you should keep that in mind, so that the reader, the person who is reading the sketch, can trace the life of the subject from the beginning to the end. What happened when he was small to his death. Okay, so it should be in chronological order according to the way things occurred in his real life. Now, biological sketch format for students. The main points that need to be incorporated while writing a bio sketch are: what should you write? Mainly, first, the person's name, the person whom you're writing about, that is Oh, here it's mentioned subject. The subject's name, date of birth, age, place of birth, major personality traits, educational details, highlighting any major achievements or awards, his or her contribution to society. Naturally, why did they become famous? Why do people remember them? Because they did something or the other for the people, for the society in large. So, any special interest, what special interest did he or she have, or what is he mostly known for? What is he or she famous for? So, these are the points that you have to mention. Mostly hints are provided. You have to work according to the hints. Now, what should we remember? A biological sketch is always written in the third person and aims at describing the significant achievements or impressive traits of a person's personality. Okay, that should be kept in mind. After that, here as an example, as I was talking about the sketch, you need a subject. Here I'm using Sister Nivedita as a subject. I'm going to talk about her. I will provide you with the example. This is an example of a biography. Here we're talking about Sister Nivedita. She's how do we start? Born as Margaret Elizabeth Noble, she was more popularly known as Sister Nivedita. So here you see her full name is given. So Margaret Elizabeth Noble. She was popularly known as Sister Nivedita. She was an Anglo-Irish social worker who was one among the many disciples of Swami Vivekananda. In a capsule, we have summed up about her. So, in the capsule, we have given just a little about her at the beginning of the biography. She came across Swami Vivekananda in the year 1895 in London. It was the Swami who called her by the name Nivedita. Now, since we say that she was popularly known as Sister Nivedita, so who gave her the name? It was Swami Vivekananda who had given her the name Nivedita. The word Nivedita is used to refer to someone who is highly dedicated to the Almighty God. So what is the meaning of the word Nivedita? Someone who is highly dedicated to the Almighty God. Sister Nivedita has made a niche for herself in the arena of spirituality. So till here we are just giving a brief sketch, okay, an introduction about her. Now she came into this world on October 28th, 1867. So we talk about her birth, the date of birth. She was born in Ireland as the daughter of Mary Isabel and Samuel Richmond Noble. Her father always taught her that service to mankind is the true service to God. His words made an impression on Nivedita's mind. So why did she take up spirituality so seriously? So maybe it was her father's influence who had taught her that service to mankind is a true service to God. She was very fond of music and art. After completing her education, she took up the job of a teacher and worked there for a long period of 10 consecutive years. That is, a period of 10 years from 1884 to 1894. She had the caliber to impart education. She had the caliber means she had the capacity to impart, to give education and inspire others. So impart education and inspire others. So she had the capability not only to give education, that was not enough. She inspired others in doing good. She had the capability of bringing out the good in people, and she was dedicated to a cause. The cause, what was the cause that she was dedicated to? In this, she dedicated her life in serving others, just like Swami Vivekananda did. So, that was a primary focus in life. And from the very beginning, she was a very zealous child who was always full of energy and enthusiasm. At an early age of 8, she had the realization that religion is not about having belief in the doctrines. Now, if we say what religion is, you simply don't read your holy text and know it by heart. That is not religion. Religion, most importantly, is doing our job, our dharma. Our dharma is to do our job, to work hard, and whatever we do, that should be sincere and pure. That is our dharma. But it is always essential. So, as it says, not believe, just not simply believing the doctrines is not enough. So, what is religion? It's about searching for the divine light, and that divine light, that divine inspiration will bring us enlightenment, will open our eyes. In which respect? We all have eyes, we see with our eyes, but we simply see, we do not perceive, we do not see the truth. All religions seek for one thing, the truth. What is the truth? Truth is God. So that is religion. That was the search. That was her search, rather Vivekananda's search. So it is during this time that she met Swami Vivekananda. She was zealous about her work. She was a good educationist. She had all that. But Swami Vivekananda, when she met this person, he helped her to channelize her capabilities towards the achievement of a larger goal. So it was during this time that she met Swami Vivekananda, a great Hindu monk. Swami Vivekananda stressed on the fact that it is the ignorance, the selfishness, and the greed that pave way for our sufferings. It is because we are ignorant, not ignorant in the way I am, you believe. It's not or that just because you are educated, just because you have knowledge of various subjects, that does not always make you a very wise person. You may be wise in that respect, but you may be completely ignorant in some respects. Like, if you do not know how to love others, if you do not know how to respect others, if you do not know the from differentiate between good and bad, you are truly ignorant. And if you have hatred for others, if you are prejudiced, that is why he calls them, these people, ignorant. Selfishness. Okay, if you're ignorant, from that breeds selfishness. You are self-centered, you only think about yourself. And of course, greed. So these are all these vices that we have. They pave way for our sufferings. His principles and teachings had an imprint on her mind. They made a great impression on Sister Nivedita's mind and heart, and this brought about a major change in the way she lived her life. So, what happened? He was the one who inspired her to do something for the welfare of the women of India. Swami understood that she had the capability. She would be instrumental for the change that Swami Vivekananda wished to have for the people of India, and for the masses, for the upliftment of the masses. He primarily believed the women should be empowered, should be given empowerment. Women should be, how can they be empowered if they do not get education? So she played a vital role in this area. Swami thought, he knew that she had the capability to bring such a great change. So seeing the fire and the passion in her to transform the society, Swami could foresee her futuristic role as Mother India. So, Nivedita began practicing meditation. There were basically two things in her mind that she sincerely followed. One being the search for enlightenment by realizing the eternal truth, and the other was the welfare of the world, Atmashuddhi, from the search for the eternal truth, and other for the welfare of the world. She left all the things that she could have boasted of and decided to lead a very simplistic life. In the year 1898, Sister Nivedita established a school for girls because she believed, as Swami believed, or they believed, that if the women folk of a country are not provided with basic education, they will not be able to raise the children. The children are the future. So the women need to be educated. A society where women are considered to be an outcast, that society never enriched. That society never progresses. So what did she do? She established a school for girls who were deprived of even basic education. She was instrumental in various altruistic activities. Her aim was to bring about an improvement in the lives of Indian women belonging to various social castes and classes. She tried to bridge the gap and put an end to the caste distinctions. That was one of the primary reasons why we were so divided, even though we lived in the same place. And that hindered progress. So she had good relations with many intellectuals of the Bengali community, such as Rabindranath Tagore, the famous Nobel laureate writer. During the later years of her life, she engaged in activities that promoted and brought forth the cause of India's independence. So she played a vital role even there. So we see that though she was not born in India, she considered India to be her motherland, and she fought for her zealously. Her visions. She envisioned a free India. She envisioned an India where everyone would live in harmony and peace, when every society, every rank of the society would prosper and flourish and bring an all-round development for the country. So she fought for India's independence. Her writing expressed her Indian nationalistic views. She was a motivating force for people in all walks of life. Her lectures and various discourses gave people direction on how to lead their lives. Throughout her life, she worked very hard for serving the people and the society at large. This started having adverse effects on her health. There are many instances where naturally she did not profit much from her school. Whatever she got, she spent it on the children. Many a times she hardly had 2 square meals a day. She gave everything she had for the others. She was a true sannyasi in the real term of it. She was a true sannyasi. So naturally it had started having adverse effects on her health, and finally this great soul left for her heavenly abode on October 13th, 1911. So her who she was, how was she influenced, what were her visions, what did she do, her life is beautifully traced in these lines. So whoever you wish to write on, you should know about that person, and then you should try to summarize the important areas of their lives. As I said, this biography is just a sketch. You can't write lots of it. It's just a sketch, and you have to bring out the most important points of their lives, the characteristic of the person. Now, here your school provides you with this with these points. You are supposed to use these points to develop a biography. So write a biography of Anne Besant within 100 words. So word limit is also provided based on the hints given below. See how the hints are provided. Born on 1st October 1847 in London, famous British writer, well-known socialists, activists for the rights of women, practiced in Indian politics, joined the Indian National Congress, became the first woman president of the Indian National Congress in 1970, passed away on 20th of September 1933 in Madras, India. So, you are supposed to build on these points, but it would be advisable if you read up a few biographies, so that if you get such questions for your test, you may have an idea what to do, how to go about it. So you should read up as many biographies as possible. It's not possible to learn everything, but if you read it at a regular basis, you may be able to remember certain points which might help you in the long run.